I thought this was well, it could still be a forest road and be private. I don't know. Hold on, guys. I might be coming up to a private gate here that I can't go through. This is the fun of exploring. I love this part. You just never know what you're gonna find. It is time for me to move on today, y'all, for a few days. I am ready for some solitude. I've been spending so much time with so many people. Granted, people that I love and cherish so deeply. But I need my alone time. I need my solitude. Stacy and I parted ways this morning until we see each other again in December. We'll see each other in December. And we spent most of our summer together, honestly, so far. But she has her stuff to do and I have my stuff to continue doing. But she is leaving Colorado this week to continue on with her journey. But it's crazy, like Stacy and I didn't spend more than like a week to 10 days apart this summer. It's been awesome. She's an amazing friend, but now it's time to go do my thing for a little bit. And the good news is Dad is doing well and he's feeling better. And he literally wants to get together this weekend for some dancing. But I told him he can't push it, so we'll see. And I don't have plans the next few days, but as usual, we'll see where I end up. I just arrived at the campsite that I scoped out the other day, and there's nobody here, so I'm going to stay probably just for a night, honestly, because I have lots of things I'd like to do in the next couple of days. But this is going to be amazing. So my first order of business is I need to take out my compass, kind of see which direction and everything I'm facing, because I want my main door, which is on the passenger side, to be facing away from the sun, so I have shade on that side of my van. So I'm going to pick a direction and get level. Since I decided I'm probably only going to stay here for a night, I'm going to park with the sun. So right now the sun is kind of in the east-ish, and I'll shift my van throughout the day so I have some shade, because it is going to be warm today. It's very warm in the sun. And then this evening I'll kind of shift it later as the sun is setting in the west. But first, I was heating up pizza in my Hot Logic as I drove, and it's noon, so it's time to eat. Y'all, my body is hurting yesterday. Hurting after herding cattle on a horse yesterday. My body is so sore. I have really bad bruises on the backs of my legs. It's terrible. Ooh, this pizza looks good. So last night, Ben and I needs a little more time, went to Old Miners Inn and got some pizza for dinner, so I have these leftovers for lunch. But honestly, it probably needs like 10 more minutes. So I guess I will do some van things. I just have some stuff to put away. I did a thing, y'all. So it got really hot in the van, like 93, even with my main doors open, and 75 outside, but at 93 degrees at 3:30 in the afternoon, it's going to take my van a while to cool down for the evening. And then I was thinking, man, it's probably going to be warm in my van in the morning, whatever. So since I still had a ton of daylight, I decided to just drive a little bit in my air conditioning and explore. So I came up this forest road. I drove 5 miles up. not one single spot. And then I came across this spot right here that I'm at. And the road was actually really easy to drive. You always think you're going much further, but again, I only drove 5 miles in. They have mile markers. I will tell you what though, there are definitely probably bears and moose in this dense forest. So I don't think I'll stay here. And surprisingly, I have like 4 bars of cell service, which is wild. I don't think I'll stay here because even though there are trees surrounding me, I still don't have shade like at the campsite. But it's really neat. And again, I was like, well, I have lots of time in my days still. Let's just go see what else is around. I mean, it's a really awesome camp spot, and honestly, my van's probably level. I'm sure I could get some fun stuff on my trail cam, but I'm just not so sure because as much as I want to see a bear or a moose, don't necessarily want to see it while I'm at my van solo. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because look at this, y'all. Like, you know there are animals around here. My windshield is super dirty, so that's why I'm not taking driving footage. I really need to clean it off. But I am going back down the mountain now, and there's another forest road nearby, so I'm going to check that out. Before I get on this next forest road, I just looked at my map to kind of see how far it goes, what it's nearby. I like to get a good idea of that before I jump on any forest road. And I also think it's a good time while I'm driving to talk a little bit about fear, because somebody did ask me about that recently. Why is my window so dirty? Ew. Oh yeah, it's because like we got just a little bit of rain, enough like sprinkles to make the dust stick to my van. It's terrible. So I get a lot of questions about fear. And it's kind of a tough one because I've always been fearless. I've always been just very brave. Not a lot of stuff scares me. But I'm going to use, oh, is this a private road? I thought this was well, it could still be a forest road and be private. I don't know. Hold on, guys. I might be coming up to a private gate here that I can't go through. This is the fun of exploring. I love this part. You just never know what you're gonna find. Okay, hold that thought on fear. Okay, yeah, gotta turn around here. One nice thing about the minivan is I can turn around almost anywhere. And I can move quickly. I found a new campsite. But let's go back to talking about fear, and then I'll show you my campsite. So I'm going to use that last spot that I showed you as an example. It's a great example. Now, when I got up there, I'm thinking there's animals. That doesn't scare me. The only threat that I perceive truly in this world are humans. But I carry a firearm, and just carrying a firearm and having that with me, yes, I am trained in all of that stuff in the use of a firearm, don't you guys worry. Even though I carry it with me, I don't want to have to use it. I want to always try my best to put myself in situations that I am not going to be in danger. Now, when I got to that spot I was just at, I'm not afraid of a human threat, and I'm really not afraid of an animal threat either, but it wouldn't be necessarily the smartest thing to stay in that spot because I'm alone. And a firearm you know, I can shoot a warning shot to scare an animal away or something. I don't want to have to. Now, if I was with Brock or something like that, I would stay there, because the biggest concern in a spot like that is like, what if I get hurt? It's 5 miles up the mountain. Sure, I have cell service, but if I get hurt, it's going to take somebody a while to get to me. But that's different than fear. You just really have to be smart. Every time I show up to a campsite, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. And then I move on. I have done that a lot of times. But ultimately, I believe that van life is much safer than any other lifestyle, because humans are such a big threat. You are much more at risk in the suburbs or in the city of getting hurt. Those should be the places that people are fearful of. Out here in the middle of nothing where there's no humans, I'm just not worried about it. And again, in terms of bears, moose, big animals that can potentially be dangerous, you just have to be smart about it. I'm not going to put myself in a precarious situation if I don't have to. And the spot that I found now is not even a mile on this forest road that I found. It'd be much easier for someone to get to me. And yeah, there could still be animals, but I just feel better about this spot for my safety overall. The main reason I moved again was because I wanted some shade. So I got shade. I'll have shade for this evening, and then I will also have some shade in the morning. This is what happens when you traverse dirt roads in a severe drought. Y'all, my van is absolutely caked. But I'm not going to worry about it, because I'm going to move campsites tomorrow and do other things. So I do really need to clean off my feet and everything, though, before I get in the van for the evening. However, good news, it is 84 in my van right now. When I left the other campsite, it was 93. So the shade and now the cloud cover is very much helping. Although I'm not as nervous about wildlife at this spot, because I'm like closer to main roads and all of that, and I'm not high up on a mountain, could definitely still be bears and moose in here. So, okay, and I'm just freaking myself out now because I saw something move, but it's literally a tree. I am gonna put out my trail cam tonight though. No food, don't y'all worry. Not gonna risk it in bear country. Oh, the bitey flies are out. And see what I can see. Very dense forest for lots of critters. If you are new to my channel, or maybe you need a reminder, I keep my hood open when, like today for example, I was driving a lot, so my engine bay got warm. So I will leave my hood open during the day. I close it at night, but so it cools down. Because if it's warm in there and it's cold at night, mice and other critters are much more likely to go in there and try to make nests. We don't need any of that. So I have been cooling down my engine bay. I will close it when it starts to kind of get darkish. And then of course I also spray my Grandpa Gus mouse repellent. Furthermore, I will also remind you, and here's just a glimpse of my mouse repellent. I've been using this for years. And then I used my Scrubs rinse-free bath sponges to wipe off my feet, wash off my feet and the bottom half of my legs because they were caked in dirt. And y'all know how I am about cleanliness. I cannot get into my van for the night if I am gross and dirty. So that's what I use. I spotted this, I don't know what this is, but I saw it and I'm like, I'm gonna come see exactly what this is. Oh, it was, looks like remnants of an old fencing system of sorts. I'm not really sure. It's really random. I was just walking around a little bit and then I looked up and I saw this big branch across these trees, across these aspens. I was like, I wonder if it fell there or if like people put it there. It's so random. It's funny because I like really want to see animals, but I don't at the same time, you know? I'm so conflicted.